Mary has a little lamb. Okay? Good. And it goes like this. Mary has a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary has a little lamb. His teeth was white as snow. You remember that, right? Yes. Good. So let me go with you on this and you check. Then you sing along with it, okay? Good. Are you set? So sing that song, Hello Everyone with me. Okay? Sing with me. Hello everyone, nice that you are here. Hello everyone, nice that you are here. Ay, 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 nice that you are here. Ay, 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 nice that you are here. One more time. Sing for me.
Hello everyone, nice that you are here. Hello everyone,
Properly.
nice that you are here.
Action.
Ay, 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 nice that you are here. Ay, 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 nice that you are here.
Good. Clappy. Another clappy. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready for the music class?
We are ready. We are ready. Yes, sir. We are ready for the music class.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
Bari wol ngal kontong atal milialon ko katara LSTV man jibe kan drong a comme alla video ni def dulaji be dami drong a bimbe dami to warkata Gambia College bi kama campus dami to yalon ko the youngest lecturer of the Gambia College mi yalon ko aka subject minta subject interesting balem e ka fo subject ni ne ko musical arts ngajelo ko youth empowerment wala nga fil ko be nyana kata Gambia College pour ni fandi ko mi yalon ka be sidin daraja nay ka cha ko le mi yalon ko le be tama kanja andu ate mo fere leke fa fa Gambia College jam because ngala sanjoji ne ni ngala sanjoji be ngajelo ko moji mam yalon ko wala batale e to wala e mersol wala mam fata nyim place to bari kacha ko non na ba so ko mi yalon ko atata jan nyaadi de andu ay ku jamana tam
Sana sana opi sana sa
Opi sana sana, opi sana sa.
opi sana sana opi sana sa
Opi sana sana, opi sana sa.
opi sana sana opi sana sa
Opi sana sana, opi sana sa.
Okay, now with the song high low chica low, okay? Sing after me. High low chica low chica low chica low high low chica low high.
bari janning kadung kacajim kondrong mista mbi botlo ko yi moli jo konto ya ko moli to mu jumalti andu fale sanjo fana bela fila ko ba we interest bakere andu fale be sabatire ndam assalamu alaykum LSTV
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much LSTV. Thank you very much Madam Fadu Jawara, and of course thank you very much Mr. Cameraman. Okay, Ndetomu AMADOU JOBARTEH, of course, the youngest lecturer in the Gambia College. Signed, I got 25 years, and then I am the founder of the music education in Gambia College. Open your music books, you will see the song Handlight. Have you seen where it is? Yes, check page 14. Check page 14. Can you see the song See the Candlelight? That's under lesson 4, huh? Lesson 4, section B. So the song text is there. See the candlelight. So now, can you repeat this after me? or you sing with me. Sing with me.
See the candlelight. See how big and bright. You don't need it when you're sleeping, blowing out at night.
Good. Now I need a very nice melody. Okay? A very nice melody. Remember, you don't clear your throats. It's prohibited in the music class. Clappy. Another clappy. Very good. So what do we do instead? We take a deep breath.
Baraka bake amadou la fa ya fonye ko jande mbedum na ya ni musical kool yum kono wala mi ka suli to min krandi ten amin kita musical la fa le tay mota ya di ya ko mole kabirin itara nun karam bu male to fu seleta ba nga moy la ko yimu Gambia College student onti yimu la dal le sele yi mi min to le jita min to le seleta min to le fo sa yef dara ni place
Baraka bake thank you very much. Normally, it's very, very important to tell people your biography. So now I started school in primary school proper in Kiang Karantaba. As you know, na that minketam famati atemu no soltin so comment wa do Kenya ning aposta dawda den fanan katara wolto katara feje. So nga school in start Kiang Karantaba primary school. So after nata board on data bureng minketam fongola start yoti. So nata na school in Kyoto upper basic school. Then from there I proceed to AMADOU Senior Secondary School. Abrimbota AMADOU nata complete Tahir Ahmadiyya Muslim Senior Secondary School in Mansakonko, Jara Soma. So early 2016 I proceed to the Gambia College to extensify my tentacles. So in which I was doing English language and then general science. So English and science no all major Gambia College, and then so through that along the way I became the student union president. So when I was the student union president, along that I built so many other connections with different people all around the country and even beyond, which has given me the opportunity to visit up to like 6 countries across African countries. Yeah, so as far as that is concerned, I also serve the National Student Union as the Secretary General. So currently, this music education, I started proper in early 2017, 2018.
You graduated from the college?
While I was still a student in the college,
okay.
Yeah, because I completed between 2018 to 2019. You know, that's my advanced diploma program. But while I was a student in the college, I just came to this music room. It was not like this before. It used to be very rough. There was no stage, and the tables and chairs were also not in here. So I just came in here one day. I found a white lady here called Mariella Hedekap, all the way from Holland. So when I came here, she is a lecturer in the Derista University of Teacher Education in Holland. So when I found her here, I found some flutes lying down. Then I just picked those flutes and then start playing it. So when I start playing the flute, so the lady built interest in me, and then she took my number. So eventually she left for Holland. So after some months, she came back to the Gambia. So I was here already as a student union president after inaugurated as the SU president. So I received a call from this lady together with Madam Dao, who was then the head of School of Education, and of course the vice principal of the Gambia College, and the principal Gambia College, Mr. Jallo. So I was invited for a short discussion with Madam Dao, in which I was told that the lady said she saw a potential in me and she would want to work with me. So when she came, she was here earlier on since 2014, you know, and in which she went in the length and the breadth of the country and also used some primary schools, okay, to make a case study, and then she is able to now design a syllabus and a curriculum, a syllabus based on the curriculum of the Gambia, you know, music curriculum for the Gambia College that will suit the Gambian education system and also, you know, the international standard according to excellency and proficiency. So as far as that is concerned, what I did was Then when I met her in 2017, so already she have all that syllabus intact. Then she just invite me. Then we start working proper. So that's eventually how I start learning what is music proper. You understand? And then what are the musical signs, the musical symbols, the importance of music, and then how do they want music to benefit the Gambia College and the Gambia. As far as we know, in writing music, whenever you see this is called what? This is called ta. And when you see two strips joined together by a horizontal line up here, the first one is always labeled as te, and the second one is also labeled as te. Okay, very good. In other parts of the world, sometimes others will label this one as ta, and this will be called D. So in that, it's going to be like ta, ta, D. Okay? Like for example, this will be ta, di, ta, di, ta, sh, ta, di, ta, di, ta, sh, ta, di, ta, di, ta, di, ta, di, ta, di, ta, di, ta. Okay? Good. But then, here we can also say te, 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 ta, te, 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 ta, te, 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 ta. Does that make sense? Yes. Now that you have known that this is ta and this is te, te. Although it is very challenging because I have crossed so many ladders before I can reach this stage today. So along the way, we do have both online and on-site classes. We do have both online and on-site classes, and then the online classes sometimes will give me some little tough time, but the on-site classes are, however, very helpful. So until today, from 2017 to now, I am still in music education. Sometimes I do interact with Dutch students in Holland. So far I have interacted with 12 Dutch students in Holland in the same university. There is the University of Teacher Education in Holland, and the lady herself, Mariela, who was even here as of last week, because she was here even last week, and then in which she left for Holland back this Friday again. So basically, this is how I got the source of my music education, and then until today, I am still making more effort to ensure that I learn music. Right. Can we now read this together? Okay? Oh, sing for me. Very good. So this here is called a rest. Okay? And a rest is where you maintain silence, or you pronounce the rest by saying shh. The sound for rest is called what? The sound for rest is shh. Very good. That is the sound for rest. And then when you are leading a musical orchestra, a musical gathering where there are many instruments, you want to now pronounce this rest. Now you are going to demonstrate it with your hands by doing like this, okay? Te, 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 ta, shh. See the candle light, shh. So that is the sound for the rest, okay?
Nga mere ilo narration no yinga wo kumaya ta bakale andu falang ya ko mo len ko jone nyin nata nyaari da taje ko ikimi musical arts lecture te Gambia College but la ko lo wala ko fo yete nyana ye interest in la comme la school time on ye interest to music ko to ba because ngal na ko school wado ye club do ka tara ye yalon ko be sen si pal ke non mi yat na ko kabita dunta ye musical arts ko mo to ye mari la taran ron abala ka wala ron inata ye flute nyin sika you start playing with it.
Okay, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. It is very important. This point that you've just told me here, I started as a Boy Scout, so through scouting, I was able to learn a flute, I was able to learn how to play a trumpet, I was able to learn how to play a side drum, bass drum, a cymbal, and then so many other instruments that we were using in my scout band. Okay, in fact, I was trained in Amite Senior Secondary School as to how to learn music, and then scouting. So from Amite, I came back to Tahir, where I am the founder of the Tahir Ahmadiyya Muslim Scout Band, and that band is also well known in the Gambia now. So that was during the last regime. Then I remember when I found that band in Tahir, the first thing we did was, or our first ceremony was held at Siakan School at their graduation, and then people deemed it very necessary, and then people also like it. So from there, we were also using the same band also to welcome the president and also to take part in the regional activities. So any ceremony within the region, people will call us, in which I was the drum major and the band master. So from there, when I came here with that knowledge, that's how I saw the flute, and then I just fell in love with it as usual, so I started playing it. So basically, that's where I get my knowledge, through Boy Scout. But then, just like other scouts in the Gambia, we have just been playing flute. We've been playing, composing music, but then we actually did not know its value up to that extent, and then what we have been doing was not also in line with global composition, but rather we were just trying to compose our local songs, and then also our traditional songs and things like that nature. So basically that is it.
You graduated in which year?
I've graduated in 2016.
2016.
2016 I started, not 2017. I came to the Gambia. You mean I graduated from the Gambia College?
Yes.
Okay, that was in 2018-19. Let's say 2019. So from that 2019, I started lecturing music in the Gambia College. It will be very difficult if somebody want to use the rest by sounding it with his or her own voice, your singing voice. So therefore, when there are many musical instruments together, for example, when you say, see the candlelight, or as we know, instruments does not talk directly, then probably it will be like, then you see the cymbal will go. This is called a cymbal, or a chiming plate, okay? Then it will go like this, see the candlelight, see how we can bright. You don't need it when you're sleeping, blow it out at night. That's called the rest. Okay.
And like, how was that supposed to be like other students, like maybe were your classmates or your batchmates in the Gambia College, just from graduating and they see that now you are a lecturer at the Gambia College. Now no more AMADOU JOBARTEH, but then Mr. JOBARTEH being a lecturer at the Gambia College. How does that feel?
All right. That's a very, very, very important point that you've just mentioned here. As far as this point is concerned, we are talking about national development. And when you talk about national development, you play your quota, particularly in the best area that you think will benefit the country most. Particularly in areas that you feel that, if you are seeing a gap, and that gap is to influence a life of so many, many, many people in the country. So and in order for that thing to be successful, that lies in your hand now. So, as one of the qualities of even a good leader, as far as, leadership, they will tell you that, in the event that, you are given the opportunity to moderate something or to lead something, but you have limited resources, understand? And then without you, that particular activity won't go through. So obviously, what mechanisms are you going to do, or what could you do to ensure that that thing is put in place and then it is impactful for the future generation? I'm looking at my strength today. Many people who know me will tell you that, when I used to know AMADOU JOBARTEH, or when I know AMADOU JOBARTEH, he is a very, very, very good science teacher. I have graduate students who will go and sit for private wars. They will get at least nothing less than A1 or B2. I have been doing that since when I was a student in the college. I remember my class size used to be 75. I do register students who are even working with MRC, and then other health allies. For study classes. And then I was so much into science that I don't even use book to lecture. Okay, it's part of me, and until today, that is part of me. So I lecture people. They come for my private classes, okay? Then I will be lecturing them, I will teach them, I prepare them for their private WAS exams. And those who are also in grade 12 who were about to sit for their regular WAS exams. But at the end of it, they always come out with flying colors. So when this job comes, I find it very difficult to even stop that. Because it's something that is into me, it's something that is part of me. And again, as you know, I also take part in teaching writing skill, or currently I am taking writing skill at the Gambia College School of Public Health as well, which is also a component of English, which was also my second major. But still, looking at all that, I could have gone to any senior school or any junior school to lecture science or to teach science and English language. But you realize that, you know, there are other cohort members of my own batch mates and those that I have seniored and those that seniored me who get the same knowledge or even more knowledge, you know, in the same areas, in the areas of science and English language. Good. So now if I want to also go and lecture science and English, yes, I can do it. But you'll find out that those my colleagues who have the same opportunities with me did not have the opportunity to lecture music because they don't have any knowledge or idea about music. So as far as that is concerned, I deem it necessary to lecture music and also to bring music into the Gambian education system, to rectify so many things that are going wrong into our education system. Because in fact, as you can see, when you look at the Gambia College curriculum, music is a core course for ECD. It's a core course for the early childhood development program, which is called ECD, the nursery school teachers, I mean. And it's an elective for the diplomas, which is the PTC, the primary school teachers, and as well as the advanced diploma primary, which was formerly known as HTC primary. You and I believe that in our normal schools, normally every week, students will stand with their teachers in assembly. And then teachers will tell students, stand up straight, hands by your side, and clear your throats, because they are coming to sing the national anthem. Imagine, music is condemning that. In music, you don't tell a singing voice, you don't direct or instruct a singing voice to clear his or her throat. Sing for me.
Sing out in the night. Sing out in the night. You don't need it when you're sitting, blow it out the night. Sing out in the night. Sing out in the night. You don't need it when you're sitting, blow it out the night.
Good. See the candlelight. See how big and bright. You don't need it when you're sleeping, blow it out at night. All right, can you rise up, please? Clappy, another clappy, clappy, another clappy. So imagine I am coming to sing, you are telling me to clear my throat. That means I am inviting friction. And once I just invite friction, that frictional force that has now been in my throat may interfere or will, you know, enable me not to be able to sing properly and also not in line with the pitches. But what music is recommending is that you can sit or stand up straight, take a deep breath, as simple as this. Otherwise, you can also tell them, take a low breath. A low breath, you just take a low breath, meaning to be yourself in a relaxed mode. You're coming to sing, you relax, and you start singing. Okay? Yeah. For the gun. But if you should clear your throat, so imagine, sometimes you'll even start and you have to take a pause and you keep on clearing your throats before you realize others will be in other pitches and others will be in different pitches. When I say pitch in music, I mean like the level of different voices in music.
But Jobate,
yes.
Again, I will ask you this question again. Do you feel like music is of importance in the educational system? Because like some people will be like, "Atala karamur, don't kill ladrong, almuka karam." So some parents like they will prefer their children to stay at home, like saying that especially when you talk about the ECD. Like you said that the musical arts is a core
it's a core course in the curriculum.
Yeah, in the ECD level. But then you will see parents will say like, atala nursery school, I'll have been doing kilda and manela. I'm getting somebody at nursery school. Okay, so they will prepare their children to be at home. For it at certain level, then you need a role for the primary school because the Makalapi coming for them go don't kill ladron in the ECD level. So near Tarako like saying music if I'm going to the subject musical arts ni amantaka ECD the Mabara can to the primary level because diploma student or baki can advance diploma primary from baki can assign. Ya mirako mulbo jira.
Okay, thank you so very much. The reason why Niajibe Hansa will be being taken. Honeybee, Ibajalako, come and just as I tell you, because they are all dealing with children. And we believe that joy in music make learning easier for children. Like for example, a child whom you should teach ABCD. Why do we have all these jollyphonic songs and the likes? You see, instead of telling a child A, B, C, but you can tell a child, you can put that in a musical composition. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Who are you?
I am God.
Do you sing?
Yes, I do.
Sing then.
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo. Who are you?
I am God.
Do you sing?
Yes, I do.
Sing then.
Cuckoo.
Now we go with the hand sign, okay? Understand? Like cuckoo. Cuckoo. Who are you?
I am God.
Do you sing?
Yes, I do.
Sing then.
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo. Who are you?
I am God.
I am a bat. I am a bat.
I am a bird.
I am a bat.
I am a bird.
I am a bird.
I am a bird. I am a bird.
Do you enjoy that? And they, because they learn with joy, then that makes learning so interesting for them. So this is the most important of music. You will find out that it's not even teaching. In fact, per se, music in educational system is not only. So looking at it, like what I am trying to say here, music in education system, it is not just about, let's say, to teach music as a subject, but it is also helping other teachers in our schools, particularly in the primary school, to rectify themselves, in the way they interact with students in their classrooms. Because in most cases, when they come to class every morning, they sing for the students. Sometimes they take them out for PE, extracurricular activities. And all those activities, they cannot do them without singing songs for them, without also following some musical compositions and some musical principles. So as far as that is concerned, music is very, very important, because we have even seen it in the Gambia College here, college itself, where some teachers or some lecturers, you understand, who are also lecturing other courses or other subject areas, have ratified the way they sing certain songs to their students. You understand? Like, for example, there is this particular common song in the Gambia College. For those who are teaching in the ECD and also the primary, the PTC and HTC primary, which is, hello everyone, nice that you are here. Ay, 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 nice that you are here. In those days, most of the teachers or lecturers here taught it used to be high. Hi, 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 nice that you are here. So it's after we initiate this music, when some of them heard that, then they were able to rectify. They say, oh, we thought in fact it's hi, hi, like the word hi instead of hello everyone, I. So you can see, those are some of the important things. And every week when you go to school as a teacher, like I said, teachers will tell students, hands by your side, clear your throats. And also, they will tell them, sing the national anthem after the count of 2. Stand up straight, hands by your side, clear your throat, and sing the national anthem after the count of 2 or after the count of 3. If you tell children after the count of 2 or after the count of 3, some will wait for the 3 count, some will even start before the 3 count. When you say, for example, 2, before you say 3, others will start. Or if you said 1 before you say 2, others will start. Others will start exactly at 2, others will wait after the 2 count. So in most cases, they are always at different level and at different pitches, meaning their voice will be at different level and also they will be at different pitches. So in that, when you look at it, sometimes in most schools, teachers will even tell students, stop, start again. Okay, they will stop and they will start again. You understand? So music has now come in to rectify all that in a very simple manner. With me. So you see how it is going fine. What music brought in is that you don't tell children sing after the count of 2, but you tell them sing with me, and then all of them will go with you. For the Gambia, our homeland. In this case, it's not possible for any one of them to miss. And there's also a difference between sing with me and sing with me. So you see now these are of different voices. Like we have a male singing voice and a female singing voice. Now if you tell them sing with me, obviously all of them will go with that low tune, for the Gambia. But if you tell them sing with me, they will also start at that pitch, for the Gambia. So all of them will be at the same level and at the same pitches as well. So that is very, very, very important. Okay, so now these are some of the basic things in music. Another thing, like most of the songs, sometimes the way we've been singing songs at school, okay, like when you watch Jolly Phonics, it's always different. Like they will tell you, like in the song Tinkle Tinkle Little Star, sometimes you see they will tell Tinkle Tinkle Little Star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. So you find out that Tinkle Tinkle Little Star, and here if you tell a teacher to sing that song for you, the person will say Tinkle Tinkle Little Star, how I wonder what. So the way they rhyme it, the way the melody goes with the rhyming is not correct. And we also have what we call heartbeat and rhythm. So heartbeat is always the continuous beat in music. For example, exactly, steady beat, thank you very much. Steady beat or a continuous beat. Now you see, students will be going, tinkle, tinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. That is in the heartbeat. In the case of rhythm, tinkle, tinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. So you see, sometimes teachers don't know this. In fact, they will just come and tell students, okay, let's sing this song. Other children will be clapping the heartbeat when others will be clapping the rhythm. So you don't know which is which. So music has come in to rectify all that. Another thing is that we have songs that have rest and songs that does not have rest. For example, this particular song, Coca-Cola went to town. Okay? Or for example, Brother John, which is very common. They'll say, are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, Brother John? That's where the heartbeat stops. Brother John, morning bells are ringing. The rhythm start there. Morning bells are ringing. Ding dong ding. Then when you say ding dong ding, all the teachers and the students will be saying, hey, ding dong ding, hey. And music, there's nothing like, hey. Apple tree, when your apples fall on me, I will scream and I will shout. If your apples knock me out. Rather, it could be regarded as a noise. But you say ding dong ding. You maintain silence by observing the rest. Ding dong ding. Because you're gonna say ding dong ding, ding dong ding. It will not make sense. Ding dong ding, ding dong ding. Or you observe the rest by sounding it out. Shh, ding dong ding, shh, ding dong ding. Shh. You see the point now. So that is this is what makes music very important and why music should be taught in every junior school or primary school. Okay, as far as you are dealing with children or child-centered education is concerned, music is very, very important. And anywhere you go to, especially in the West, you will find out that music is always a core in every primary school. Okay, so this is what makes music more important in our school education.
Okay, Mr. Joe, thank you so very much for that wonderful summary. Now let's get back to the classroom. you as a lecturer in the Gambia College here, and you are dealing with mature students. How do you cope with this situation? Knowing because I know that certainly they might have a clue of your age. Okay, and like sometimes we see students in the Gambia College who could be like our uncles, maybe dad figures, or elder brother figures. How do you manage with these, I don't know, students, this much of students?
Apple tree, will your apples fall on me? I will scream and I will shout if your apples knock me out. So that is how to do it. Okay, good. Now, so anyone can start. You start. Sing with me. No, wait. Sing with me. Alright, don't worry. Sing with okay. Thank you so very much once again. Well, there is one thing I believe in. You see, I believe in respect. Yeah, and then discipline. And anything you are doing, you have to show discipline. And then if you show discipline, like they will say, what goes around comes around.
Yeah,
so regardless of my size and destination, the first thing I always show my students is always respect. So but along the way, just as you said, I still have some of them who always look low upon to me, okay, because of my size and probably my destination. And as far as this is concerned, I have been facing challenges. But again, as the saying goes, experience is the best teacher.
Sorry.
Okay? Now, because of my experience, okay, in the teaching and learning, and also because of my experience in youth leadership and also student governance, then this has given me a long way, a lot of experience as to how to handle a crowd. And even my life in Boy Scout also. Okay? Because regardless of my size, I have attended so many activities, so many trainings with different facilitators. This has broadened my knowledge to a very wider range. And again, my traveling also outside the Gambia to visit other countries, to interact with other delegates, other peers, in different countries, okay, has also broadened my knowledge of understanding, okay. And then again, my psychological well-being, or my psychological nature, my nature of psychological nature has also given me that strength to be able to handle some of those situations in the class. Sometimes I ignore if I feel that you are trying to interrupt in my class or because you are taking advantage of my size. At times, if I feel that you wanted to look low upon to me, I even give you more chance, okay, to participate, to be inclusive, then thereby suppressing that strength of, let's say, superiority or things like that nature. Because I remember in a particular class, this was in a science class where I was dealing with atoms. A student come, and then while he came late in the class. When he came late, he went and sit behind. So when he sat behind, then I was talking about radicals. We say radicals are a group of atoms that function as a single unit in a chemical reaction. So I was also putting that in a real life situation. Like for example, anytime you see a radical in a class, when people are grouped at one place, he or she will just be, let's say, seated at one corner, and things like that. So when this person came into the class, then after I already explained that, so I told him, already I have gone far, so when he entered, then I have recognized in his face that he's not even paying attention. He's busy on his mobile phone and all that. So, but with my experience, I cannot also respond to him to tell him that go out of my class, or do this. So what I did, it was very simple. Okay? I told him, oh, gentleman, how are you? Welcome. Can you define atom for us? Which I believe in that class, everybody know at least what is an atom. So I tell him, can you define atom? As he just started defining atom, when he just said, an atom is the smallest particle of an element, which of course, my interest was just to trap his attention. Then when he just said, an atom is the smallest particle of an element, I said, thank you very much. I don't even let him complete. Okay? So when I said, thank you very much, I just paused a little bit and said, sure. Then I just maintained silence for some seconds. Students were all looking at me. I said, huh? You know atom. So, I'm now giving him that impression to tell him that you know. Okay, in fact, you know better than anybody in this class. So when I just say, Allah Akbar. Hey, boy, I wish you could come to this class earlier than now. So, I mean, he was attentive. He packed all his phone and then he took part in the lectures. Exactly. So he was part of us. In fact, sometimes he will want to raise his hand up, So, I mean, that's how we continue until the end of the lectures. So many of them like that, when they come to the class, they look at my size, they don't know my background, they don't know, how I get my knowledge, and they don't know anything. They will always want to challenge. Sometimes some of them will even want to throw questions on me. Not knowing that, if you talk of academic, I can blast them to the academic dust. You see, it's very, very important to read ahead of your students and also to know your area. I train myself in so much so that sometimes I don't even use book in classroom. So as far as that is concerned, if you bring some of those questions, in fact, if you don't mind, I even refer you back to the source of that question. Sometimes I'll tell you this is where it comes from. This is the author of this particular book. Or this is where you get this thing from, true or false. And the particular student will be like, yes, you are right. So after one interaction, two, before, the third interaction, then they will begin to change their approach towards me. In fact, they will even prefer me to lecture them than even other lecturers. Sometimes, if I even step into other classes that I should know, they say, are you the one who will continue to take us? Because the way I deliver. But if I have to just be there in push and pull with them, to listen to all maybe their actions and then to observe them in all that, believe me, I would have find it very, very, very difficult to cope here. And one reason which also make me feel, let's say, so comfortable in that area is that, most of them already knew my potentials. Because as far as, development in this college is concerned, I have brought in so many, many, many developments in the college, which includes the borehole and then so many other projects which are still benefiting the Gambia College, particularly the students. Sometimes, in most cases, we experience problem with NAWEC in terms of water. But then, thank God, with my influence, we had a borehole here that is now supplying the entire college, 24 hours, including those 10 on campus in the dormitories. So because they have known about some of those things and my potential, my influence, some of them will even come to me, and then start, seeking for advice. So, and again, I was also a council member. Because being a student union president, I was a council member of this institution. So, and again, some of them, while they were coming, particularly the final years and then some students who have graduated, then while I was a student union president, in the orientations, I will always be called in their presence, and as well as graduation ceremonies, to always be seated on the high table. And in most cases, I speak to them. So this is also another thing that most of them who knows me will also communicate to their colleagues, oh, Jobarteh, he's good. Oh, that boy is good. So because of that that notion in most of them, that has also helped me a long way to eradicate, or let's say to regulate that perception in many students. But otherwise, I would have found it very, very difficult. Because almost every new batch of students that I meet, every new class, I must have that. You must face challenges of that nature.
Yeah, okay. Jobarteh, like we want to know, like how is the music progressing? Because at lecturer in Gambia College, time to time, Alcata teachers will normally. And do you being the musical arts lecturer in the Gambia College? Ngal ko nita falam findita ila mol eka area min karandi. Mano foi ka karandi karam moto laban directly. Wala foi ka abula so bitolo kono. But I progress kan yaadi the science.
All right. Alhamdulillah, that's also a very, very important point. As far as the music education is concerned, while I was taking the music education, I also identified 2 students to join me so that we could take up the music education. But fortunately, or let me say unfortunately, one of them could not take up the challenge. But one of them, who is no other person but Mr. Saliu Bari, Saliu is not even far. Saliu, you may come over. It is very important for people to also see you. So he is a very young, energetic, and then focused, young teacher. He's also helping me to lecture music in the Gambia College. In fact, as you said, this is a very, very important thing. That's Mr. Bari. Yeah. Okay. So Mr. Bari is here. Mr. Bari currently, he is joining me to teach music, and then he has also got an equal level of the same knowledge with me as far as the music education is concerned. And then he has also been in Boy Scout long since before Gambia College. Okay, so thank God that in fact last semester, since we now have Basse Campus, you know, he was the one in Basse Campus to interact with both the ECD, the diplomas, and advanced diploma primary. Him
just
alone.
Like you are doing
exactly, just like
campus.
I'm doing in Brikama Campus. So now that, you know, we also have irregular students as it is summer, as you know. Currently, Basse Campus have closed. You know, meanwhile, the regular students have also, you know, closed their session in Brikama Campus. But still, because we have irregular students who comes during the summer, the Christmas, and the Easter, the holidays per se, you know, he is joining me again to handle some of the ECD classes while I am interacting with the Amana English classes. So far, this is how far we've gone. And then we realize that even the final year students who are graduating, they are now using those knowledge in their various schools. Because in fact, it's something that we are all brought up in that way. We have all been learning those songs and practicing with our teachers in school then in those ways. So when you ratify them, they will be like, oh, you know, all of them you realize this. Oh, so it's like this. Oh, in fact, along the way, when we go out for observation to observe these students that we have been teaching here in the college, when we go out to their schools, you know, to observe them as teachers, they will also demonstrate what we have been teaching them in the college here. And then to our surprise, even the children are very happy to know those new songs, you know, to practice those new games. So this is how beneficial it is going as far as, you know, let's say impact of music education is concerned in this country.
Okay.
So as far as this is concerned, if I may also understand, you know, we had some engagements with the ministry through the curriculum unit in Carnifing Region 1. Okay, now we realize that for several years they have been featuring music in the curriculum, but because they don't have resource spacing on the ground, okay, this has been a very big challenge to inculcate music properly or to put music into practice, you know, into the education system. But it is really a need. It is something that the country needs. It is something that children need. It's something that our academic system needs. So as far as that is concerned, they are also motivating, they are encouraging technically, and they are now also trying to come in fully to support the music education so as to benefit, you know, the country at large. And even to extend it to those qualified teachers who are currently in the field, okay? You know, exactly, those who don't have the chance to, you know, teach music, to learn music in the college, okay? So now through their inset unit, you know, currently plans are being made or arrangements are being made to ensure that those teachers also benefit from, you know, at least this music education, so as to be able to teach children properly and in line with joy.
baraka bala bawo ene jobate almantram ma fankini jobate be birkama le campus to Basse campus do man nim fonye ko la miliano ko betama kan Basse campus annum fala ngal nako ite fala mudinde ngolti comme jobate mudinde ngolti yami farma ci bati kala nis jumal le ko le fesi andu ngal nako student no bi melan ko songuti ngolle andu mashallah yalo al munu ngol ni yatale amara ibe je nyaadi dal la fe do moni ko ñewon
okay very simple Basse dabiye amende alhamdulillah rabbil alamin bijele mbeje enjoy kan tonya dia kan be enjoy kan je education system ñing do amantar challenge ñing comme janta be ñame je astronaut bi jël wa man sia comme janta be ñame anu fana be ñame fana je suru mi fana bi je like kabin samba je ay tonya ibe content ni mbake because mi ramu la konsa music education in Basse campus way man tani fen ajale anu gal bi je bi on va expect kan so kabin tara je you will welcome them because they were very happy say malon konsa kamali music sa kana munni munake mo jota mo irame la kana nyami de wolen da maka sida maka dengo la maka lokoze ay ma ruso la ni ko jamal so abenya mi fana la kabinta leje they were very happy and na first class oto akara konsa sai ika anake da class oto dum bala jebe class oto kan inde class oto kan beka o stop le fon venna e concentré na classe sometimes lecture mi fo be la classe da ka fundi jela ayna e lonta la classe wala lo kantero do parce que mo da maji be abenyami because it's fun and fenne mi anko ay isra pour mo le understand fenne mi anko anga abenyami fanan like e ka kontana kono ni ba kono
hani na rage ini o kuyare because being a jobatele class jami hani na ko imantara active ring iman fi ka be part of the class but then ni na ta dorong ko min ka ke do khatindal ko te falang you adjust up before you take over
jaje so ko wala kontane fo na ke best ring to fo ko mi ko nyami to fo ko fo nyele ka fo nyego mi saba tonya de la class na ka mun nakata tonya ka kontan ba ke because mo be active to fo ka fo nyego no ida la class more time no la ga fo nyego ga fo model lam fo no la because dawada dongol le nin ku do la nin game la nin karamo ya jele kosa so afen jamaru ko si fanya
so ay ka jelo ko like al kaminke Gambia al ke karande min na college to ni dal fanam pinti banda al ya expect la ko le dinno be mala wala nyam han ya tare natal dinno be lam furing dinno be tayalde wala woli an yokande so kono ban tuma min na afata because telephone ke bal al example ta al sa example ta no tele ko me han ya tare ni mustras la batna so kono banira musical arts class do in yoka sewole so waya jelo ko ni telephone tata in the field ni ata ko atul ke karande nyami ka dinno karande wala nyama don kilo be dala bulo be ko se barani karawol katanyo don kilo be dala bulo be ko sa ni karaw metala nyama ibanyelo ko dinno wol fala de ifalambe ato don fang abekelo ko min itel bake itel abeke kay itel nyame wolon ko ifalam they going to be part of the amal the thing wala the learning process nyinti because amen kala ni ndam mati but learning before ngamere wo ko mayata
bonya konsa comme ya fanya rek because ndefo na experience le konsa na sura nyima bije miyango kara filo daga trakandro to fo kan kolle person dare ga fanya ko he Mr. Bari tonya mo kan ni minna mon ma ko bakala because ko lo use nka dino control class ko am dino le ga jana ke kara mona e bota ko fen ko lo use nan ale mo kan ni minna nga tange karandala anu sen fana ka jelo konsa la nge karani minna ake ma ko kan woni ndole because vinda fo nga example ta vinda fo fanka dafa nga kan dro ke dino daraje pour ga gal karandi anu nga karani minna dafa nga impact jele na fajele
ya na fajele
because ake karandi kan woni nale anu ake
hakilo sabatini
le good ko daga dino min karandi mi ango pre nursery mo be ala roli man tade vin nursery won men do
ha ni ko ni wol mi yanon ko e bodo susu wol do
aywa yemo dale ke tare la soko na kan la faga ya so nge karani dengiro la e ka fa mi go di elephant dance and to my own surprise le ngajelo ko mbesi rek ngaje di no kana kan wali e go dengiro la kan ibak so no kan so ajelo so minin dengiro ni we ma ko le ka lo nge minni minto nungo ga fo nyame tulo ga fo nyame kono ga fo de nyame
amundo obe part of the body obe don kilo ni na ko
den kilo ni na kono so den ko ni mala kan ga tara part of the body ni makan ya jale so nza ko ran ko den ga nyame nga fa lo go well I have two big ears and a long nose big belly and stingy toes ya jale so with that help ga dino ni kan woni no ake konsa anytime ya long konsa like be a musical student like content ko kana ana ga defo tata wenda fa ngaza mbudan ndokoma be okara moto why kaje nimbe so kana kafa ba ko ana ka sadde la kafa ko nene jango ko school because ya ba
akatar iga kan ha
akatar iga na ke mako le ko na karamodo anda ke mako le itara karamu bala always e kala fele kata karamu
because pende be mi an ko
akadiye yes abola nya so even na student from kamel karandi very sure ko do fane ka karandi wala nyama karamu because kan ko le ga fonye ko dino ko contact market
oh Gambia what we have now